You ready to go?
Yeah.
Welcome to Surviving Life's Tribulations. Another good week. My co-host ran a little late. He'll be here in a couple minutes. He has some business he had to finish up. You know how that computer stuff goes. When it goes down, then it slows you down for the rest of the day. So, I know, kind of hunching over here, aren't I? Okay. So I'm by myself for a little bit. We're going to be talking about the Expo that Danelle's putting on this weekend, and our radio show is going to be a part of it. We're going to be promoting the radio station, get the word out there, looking for some sponsors. So if anybody's looking about getting some really good, cheap advertising, need to, hook us. We'll hook you up real cheap. We can put your banner up. We can, you can write a commercial. We can play music. We can make it according to what you would like it to be. So get a hold of us on our Facebook page, or inbox me on my Facebook page, or Small Guys Promotions Facebook page, and we'll meet up with you and get it taken care of for you. There's a couple of things going on this weekend. Pashon Boutique is opening up here at the mall, which they definitely need more things here at the mall. It's kind of we come in here like you can hear yourself echo because there's not much going on, except probably during our show you can hear the little hook from the little karate kids across the way. But it's for the grand opening event this weekend at 1 o'clock, Crossroads Mall. It's featuring unique clothing, accessories, and luxury hair. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. So then there's also the 20th anniversary gathering of the Million Man March. View the interviews, Big Boy Neighborhood, Swamp in the Morning, Nighthawk, and the Breakfast Club, all in which could be viewed on YouTube and NOI.org. That's a good thing that they do, the Million Man March. Get the word out, and people need to find something to belong to. You get online and you get on Facebook or you hear the news, all you hear is negativity. That's a big thing with me. You got to hear about the positive things in life, especially for the kids. They need some positive things in life. I'm just, as people know, I started my show based on my son who committed suicide. Be 4 years this November. So I kind of dedicate pretty much every day when I wake up to his memory. And that's kind of what he wanted me to do, was take what he did and make a positive to somebody else's life so they don't do the same thing that he did. People don't understand that it's final. Kids, you don't understand. You just think, oh, I'm going to, do that. It's final. You're not coming back. And even if you don't succeed in what you're doing, you're going to be a vegetable. You're going to have to rely on your family to take care of you, or emotionally and mentally, you're going to have to live with this for the rest of your life, and so is the family, your friends. And I know some of my son's, friends feel guilty. We all say, wish we could have done this, done that, but we had no clue what he was planning on doing. I can honestly say there's not one person, one friend, one acquaintance, or anybody that had any idea what he was planning on doing. And he planned it for 2 years. He was not a planner. He was not a follow-through type. He's kind of a fly-by-night kid, but he was fun to be around because he was a fly-by-night kid. Good athlete. He could have went to college to be a golfer. He's a great golfer. He played football, basketball, any sport he wanted to play, he could just do. So he was just, he had a lot of energy, and he just didn't know how to curtail it. He also had his vices, alcohol was one. So, people, and I just read on Facebook, a gentleman just got picked up for his 3rd DUI in 1 month. Now, come on, what happened to the laws here? We need stricter laws on DUIs. My son had one, and I'm not talking ill about him, I'm just putting it out there very honestly. What my opinion was, it led to what he did. And he had one DUI, and as a mother, I called up and helped him get out of it. I should have been more strict and let him pay the consequences, but I didn't. Little slap on the wrist, and he didn't learn from it. So that was, you know, my mistake. So, and then once he was gone, we found out that he had another DUI. And he was driving to work on in fact, he didn't have a license. There was a warrant out for him. So he drove to work every day knowing if he got stopped, picked up, he was going to jail. So he couldn't handle that. He didn't want, biggest thing for him was not disappointing people, and that's why he did what he did. He didn't want to let us down, or he didn't want to seem like a failure. You know, sometimes we put too much pressure on our children, or even on ourselves, or on other people to want them to be so perfect. So they feel like they have these standards they have to live up to. I hope I don't do that. I don't feel like I did that with Steve. I just wanted him to be happy and have a good life. But as a parent, sometimes we buy things for our children, and I see that happening a lot nowadays. We don't spend enough time with our children. We just buy them things and say, okay, be on your way. I never did that. I was a single mother. I couldn't afford to barely put food on the table. Besides going out buying all the fancy shoes. You know, he always wanted the fancy Jordans. You know, Matt could have cared less. He could have cared less if he wore Payless shoes, you know. So that is something that parents, you have to watch what you do with your children, is give them too much, because it will backfire on you. They will rebel against you, because when they don't get their way, what are they going to do? They're going to get in trouble. You see that happen to presidents, ex-presidents, senators, you know, governors, state treasurers. You know, I won't name names, but if you read the paper, that happens here, right here in our own state, Nebraska, that, you know, our state treasurer's son got in trouble, you know. So I don't know if it's just a rebellion thing, and it's also peer pressure, you know, hang around the wrong people. That's a big thing. We don't monitor our children enough, I feel. And like I said, all this is my opinion. So, you know, we're so busy ourselves doing what we can, and it doesn't matter what part of town you come from, or society we are. If we're rich, middle class, or upper class, we seem to put ourselves before our children nowadays, and that I totally don't agree with. I see that. I work at the YMCA on weekends. I see that. You know, you can always tell it's going to be a Husker game, less parents show up. Well, your children come first. You know, my opinion. They put them in the Y to play ball. You got to be there to support them and watch them. Don't have them look over to you, and if they make a mistake, they're out there crying because they're afraid to make a mistake in front of mom and dad. So I see that. Don't put so much pressure on your children. Are you going to come on? Hey, come on now. He's bugging me over here. He's supposed to be here helping me out.
I figured I should make an entrance since I'm late.
Well, I told him you're going to be late. So, and as a father to young children here, he can probably, I've been talking about how people ignore their children and buy them too many things just to appease them, and then it backfires a lot.
Oh, no. No.
And I don't do that. I never did that.
No, we don't either.
You know, but you.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay,
yeah, we don't either.
But
yeah,
you
no.
support your children. I mean, you put them in sports and, you know, different things you do, and you're there with them and you support them. I mean,
Try to be.
some people just put them out there and then they don't support them. They just put them out there to put them out there as a babysitting service.
No. Yeah, it's only what what we feel they should be in or what they're interested in. So like jiu-jitsu, well, my oldest, when we first started that, she didn't want to do jiu-jitsu. She likes it now though, so she enjoys it, you know. And I always said that I just wanted her in it just because I wanted her to make sure she could protect herself if need be,
Right.
you know. So I was like, you don't have a choice. You're gonna do it and try it and see if you like it, and if you don't like it, then we'll talk about it then. But
Right.
you're at least gonna try it.
There's this little girl that plays volleyball, and this is her second or third year. I've been with the same girls, some of them like 4 years now, but she came in and she just throws a fit. She's not a team player. She gets mad. She wants to play on the other team. And the coach says, Miss Donna, I don't know what to do with her anymore. So, you know, I bring her over there and I talk to her. And she says, well, I have, on practice nights I have Girl Scouts, I do violin now. Well, last year she just did volleyball. And now she's got all these other interests, and she could care less if she's doing volleyball. And that's something her family's making her do. And then she's out there and she's raising little Cain, and like I said, not coachable. But then we had a long talk, and I'm just like, where's that happy little girl I saw last year? I look forward to seeing you play. Every single Saturday you come in, first one in there, hey, Miss Donna, how you doing? I said, you come in now like you could care less if you want to be here. So, I talked to her, probably structured, and then she started talking to me, and I don't know if she hasn't been talked to or asked her opinion.
Yeah.
Sometimes we tell children or we tell people, we don't ask their opinion. So sometimes we just need to ask them and then just listen. So she came in this Saturday, never hit the ball over the net. She's out there, she's having the best time. She's the first one to go out and give high fives to her teammates. And we're just like, what the heck happened from 1 week? Well, the coaches, we don't appease her, and the grandma brought her, and she don't appease her. She's like, sometimes kids get hurt, and they're not really hurt, but they're, just because they want attention. So basically any kind of attention is the right kind of attention, good or bad. So we didn't appease her. She went out there. I said, your volleyballs don't hurt. You're tough. You're a big girl. And she was out there. She went playing, and she was fine the rest of the game. So sometimes you just kind of got to call their kids on their bluffs,
Yeah.
Because if you baby them, you're going to be babying them till they're in their 20s, 30s, all the way up.
I'm not babying. Well, I'm not babying. No.
So what do you do? What do you do when, like you said, when your daughter said she didn't want to play? You say just try it?
Yeah. So
or you're going to do it?
That's
because when you say you're going to, that's usually in the back of their mind, like, I'm not going to.
No,
that's just a kid thing.
No, you don't have a choice. No, I mean, a lot of things, I'll give a choice, but this was something that I'm not giving a choice.
To take care of herself.
Yeah, that was something I wasn't budging on. So what we did was we kind of compromised. So she wanted to learn how to dance hip hop style. So I said, well, okay, this is what we'll do. You want to dance hip hop? I'll take you to hip hop class with Antoine, the guy who was on when you weren't here, but when her and I interviewed him. But I said, well, if you go to jiu-jitsu, we'll get you in the dance, and then we'll start off there and we'll see where it goes.
Okay, so she's still doing jiu-jitsu, but
She's
is she still doing dance? That's what I was going to ask.
Dance, jiu-jitsu. She just got a viola that she's going to be doing. We signed her up. Yeah, signed her up for through Omaha Public Schools for volleyball. That's only like 5 weeks. It's on Saturdays, so.
What grade is she in?
She's in fourth.
Fourth grade.
Now she came home last week, asking to be in robotics. She got selected as one of the kids to have an opportunity to be in robotics on Monday nights after school. Just like, all right, well, you're doing a lot of stuff. So, if you feel like you can do it, and you're not gonna get burned out. And so we're doing a lot of stuff.
See, that's what I'm. This little girl.
So
she got just, everybody's saying do this, but don't give her a choice. What do you want to do?
See, that's the good thing. Like, my daughter wants to do this stuff that she's asking. She wanted to do volleyball. She wanted to do robotics. She made a student council this year. So she wanted to do that. That's only once a month.
Right.
Before school.
Right.
It's before school.
Right.
I think she has to go in like half an hour early.
Yeah, so that's not.
Yeah, that's all stuff that she wanted to do. So I don't think keeping her engaged will be an issue. We'll see how that viola goes. I mean, that was like $100, so she's going to get some kind of playing time out of it.
So how about the little one? What's she doing?
She just does jiu-jitsu, so yesterday, when I was in Chicago over the weekend, when I came back yesterday, my wife gave me the little sign-up that they do for the Omaha Public Schools. For some reason, she just brought it home on Friday, and that's very close to the deadline. because
Welcome to Omaha Public Schools.
well, see, that's my older daughter. I mean, she brought it home, and I didn't know if my youngest qualified or not because she's going to parochial school.
Right.
I can never remember it. St. Michael's, off of like 48th and Grover. But I didn't even think that she qualified. But she brought it home on Friday, and I guess she was excited because she wanted to take some swim lessons. It's at the school that my daughter is playing volleyball at. It'll be there and at the same time. And I'm like, well, why would they sit at home so late? I mean, I think there's a late registration. Like, you can pay a little more for late registration. But I'm like, she just got it. How?
Well, maybe the teacher forgot to give it
I don't know.
or something.
I don't know, since I wasn't here. Well, and, you know, I'm sure Mitzi didn't think to ask today. But I'm like, so Mitzi's like, you know, I wanted her to do swimming because she was excited about it. I'm like, well, Jamila's already doing something on Saturday there. She's like, she's a big girl. You don't need to be there to watch her play volleyball. I'm like, it's not a fact of me needing to be there. I would like to be there to watch her
That's
play
something I
volleyball.
was just talking about.
So, I mean,
Right.
and, you know, there's no way that I would be able to not be at swim class.
Oh, and your wife works on weekends.
Yeah.
'Cause she's a hairdresser.
So, I mean,
Right.
yeah. So I'm like, well, Aria, she can wait another year. We can she's in jiu-jitsu. We can find out something else for her to do because I just don't want to miss something in volleyball and because I'm swimming. I mean, we can find
Well,
something
how
else
bad
for her
does
to
your
get
little
into.
girl want to swim? Take
Oh, I don't know. She was swimming last week at her uncle's apartment complex, so that's probably why she was excited about it.
Right.
So-
And then all of a sudden, boom, like attention span is like.
Yeah,
nothing.
she'll be all right. She
Okay.
doesn't want to dance though. She doesn't want to dance.
Really?
No, I ask her every few weeks if she wants to dance.
Wait, talk about dance. I want to get Joey back on our show.
Joe Reed.
This kid was on our show about a year ago when you first started with the show. And he was this timid kid, really shy kid, who was going through some things. And I went and watched him dance. He's a hip-hop dancer now. And professional. I mean, this kid has gone from, you know, doing a little bit of hip-hop to he's doing big-time shows now. He just got picked to go to Chicago. I think it's Chicago. They got invited. The Prophets is a group that he's with.
Yeah, they did something in Des Moines.
Right. This weekend they do their seminars or whatever. But
I think the thing you're talking about maybe World of Dance.
yeah, something's coming up in Chicago. But this kid has blossomed.
I taught him everything he knows. Just FYI, Joey Reed. You know, make sure I get my due. You know.
Anyway, this kid is the nicest kid, one of the nicest young men that I have met in so long. And I went and watched him dance as a surprise. Misty and I kind of arranged it. And he's great at teaching. A year ago, I would have never said he'd be this way. You know, because he sat here in this chair with us. You know, we had to like pry stuff out of him, you know. And now he's just amazing.
Yeah, he's always been into, you know, that. I mean, as long as I've known him, that's how I met him, was through dance. So.
Well, the dance part I understand, but to teach classes, I would have never thought. I mean, vocal, he's into it. He's very good at it. He's very explicit in what he teaches, and he breaks it down. I mean, for only being not even. I think he just turned 16. Yeah, because I think he was 15
Yeah, he
when
just
he was
started
on our show.
driving a little bit ago.
Oh, watch out, Joey's driving. But what a difference in a year. A child, once you give him a little bit of confidence and he comes out of his shell.
Yep, and you get an instructor like me. I mean, can't go wrong.
Listen to my guy.
Can't go wrong.
Listen to him. I think it's because he was on with us and we're kind of like overwhelming and outgoing here. But hey, I want you to talk about your expo.
Small Guy Promotion, Small Business Expo.
Now break it down because I want people to come see this.
September 27th from 2 to 5 at the Salvation Army Croc Center, located in South Omaha.
But tell them how to get there because that's not easy to find.
Oh, man, you just go on Q Street. You go south on 29th and 29th right next to the YMCA, and you cannot miss it. It's a huge building. You cannot miss it.
Now, is it on that Gomez Avenue?
I don't know where Gomez Avenue
Well, do
is.
you know where UPS is over there?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
Nope. You go right to the YMCA on 29th Street. And go take 29th straight down, and the actual address is 2825 Y Street. But it's down at you go past the projects, go down the hill, and there's a big, huge building. You can't miss it. They have a big soccer field, and I mean, yeah, it's huge.
All these years, I have never been, I've said it before, I've never been to the Croc Center, and that's bad of me being into sports as much as I am, but South Omaha seems so far away, seems like.
I get it. I
know.
get it. But you think about it, it only take 20 minutes maybe.
Now,
depending
somebody
on where
who
you're-
drove from Omaha South for 3 years, that's a long drive, you know?
Well, it's not too far from
Anyway, the
there. Not too
expo,
far at
so,
all.
okay, it's free for people to come.
Free for the general public to come out. We'll have about almost 40 organizations and businesses. It's called the Small Guy Promotion Small Business Expo, but it's not all businesses. It's nonprofits as well, like Habitat for Humanity will be there. The Omaha Public Library will be there. Family Housing Advisory Services will be there. Black Men United is supposed to be there. I have to talk to Willie tonight when he gets in. Light Poetic Ministry, Sam's Club Papillion. Now, I do have some bigger places like Sam's Club Papillion. They're not a small business, but you know, a lot of families can save money because it's not just about business; it's about families too. So
people to be able to sign up to join Sam's Club that day?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
that's what explain what the expo is.
Teresa Vega Orozco Vega is the associate, the representative for.
So there'll be things there for people to buy, I mean, for them to bring money?
Yep. It's free to get in. We'll have free raffles. I always say the raffles are a way of saying thank you for stopping out.
Now, I noticed you had every business is supposed to donate something for the raffle or
They're
try
not
to.
if available, because a big part of these expos are to be affordable for these small organizations. So I just say if they're able to provide a small gift or small prize for the raffles, it's much appreciated, and it helps build the excitement for the event.
So how much are the raffle tickets in?
It's free raffles.
Free raffles?
Yeah, free. Can you afford free? If you can afford free, you can afford one of
Okay,
these
so what will-
raffle tickets.
I know that the cupcake place was there once. Will they be there? Will other?
No, that was at the
Oh,
Ball and
okay.
a Serve.
Okay, so what will be there for people to buy?
Man,
I mean, I'm just trying to
I
say,
put my-
$20 will buy you a lot of stuff.
I put myself first. Small Guy Promotions will have Small Guy
T-shirt.
logo T-shirts and the Omaha.
Which I've never gotten one, by the way. But
Let's lift our city up. I got some in the car. They're always with me. Never leave home without them. American Express. But yes, I will be there with my T-shirts. My wife will be helping me out. You can sign up. My wife, she'll be there. She'll have, she does massage, and she's a cosmetologist as well. So you can book an appointment. She might be giving away some little free mini massages or something like that. Some manicures or something
does
like
she
that.
still work at the same place off of 72nd?
Yeah, just right across. Yep. Yeah, she won't be leaving anytime soon. My daughter will be there. She's got a table. Oh, she's got her
Candy bars.
candy bars for World's Finest Chocolate for a fundraiser for her elementary school. She'll also have her business that's through Small Guy Promotions right now until she gets actually up and running. Like if she makes her business is called Cutie Patoot, and she makes jewelry. So they're just $1 and $2 for her items like headbands and
Is that the
necklaces.
older one or the younger one?
The oldest
one?
one. Yeah. So that's her thing. My electrician will be there. Crown Enterprises, Silver Hammer Surveillance.
How about the locksmith?
No, you know what? I tried to contact them a couple of times. They said that they were interested, and I never heard back. I sent them a contract and everything, but they never got
But
the
if you
contract
go to
back.
okay, but you do have a Facebook page.
Yep, there's an event page for it. All you have to do is go to Small Guy Promotions on Facebook and go to the event calendar, and you can find it there. It'll be Sunday, 2 to 5. Who else do we got?
Me.
Who else do we have? Surviving Life's Tribulations will be there.
I've never been there yet because I usually have to work Sundays, but this is my off Sunday, so.
What else? We have Two at a Table speed dating. If you want to find out about some speed dating, and
I need that.
and Pretty Penny, and it's for I think over 30 people over 30.
I thought about, because I saw that on your Facebook page, and I thought about,
Yep, Monica.
do
Monica
they do that
does
once a month? How's that?
I don't know how often they do it.
I know they
they.
had one September 15th or something like that, or was on a.
I'm not sure. I helped them get in contact with B&B Classic Dogs out in Bellevue, and they had one night there. I think they have another one scheduled. So, you know, I always say I'm all about connecting people, whether I'm making money off of it or not. If I can help you, if I know some information that will be beneficial to you, I will be happy, more than happy to, you know, give that information to you. So Monica was looking for some venues to have her date nights. And I said, well, hey, have you tried, you know, B&B? They have like a separate party room.
You like that place, don't you?
I love it. Yeah, it's people that I know. You know, support the people that we know. So, but they also have Pretty Penny, which is a party planning business. There will be Organo Coffee. It's one of the like direct marketing businesses. There'll be Mary Kay, Jamberry Nails. There'll be Usborne Books, Heinz Glow Spray Tattoo, airbrush tattoo. They will be there. Ryan Burden from Farm Bureau Insurance. We've got my guy Michael Coffey, who used to work with me at my job, who has gone on to New York Life. So they'll be there. We got a couple of insurance places.
We're going to have him on the show, right?
I haven't talked to him yet because we wanted to get the other people lined up, but he might be there. Who else do we got? Who else?
And if you're interested in being on the show, like I said, or about sponsorships, I'll have that information there on Sunday. So I have my girl making up a flyer for us with a new logo for us. So we're probably going to be.
Oh, you have someone? Because I had.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell my guy. Never mind.
Yeah. So we're going to be updating our Facebook page and seeing what she comes up with. But I said she knows what the show's about, and I said come up with something. So.
Ghost Octopus, if you're listening, you know, cancel my requests, please.
Well, Buffy's doing it for us.
Oh, okay.
You know, she always comes up with cool stuff.
Well, so I don't miss anyone else. Oh yeah, we got my friends over at It Works, Joe Blaney and Kristen
So what is It
Hetrick.
Works?
It Works is one of the nutritional businesses. They do like the body wraps and nutritional supplements and that type of stuff. We've got, Corey Cooper. She is an independent damsel in defense. They do like the stun gun or little, I guess it's not a taser, but it's a little stun gun and all that stuff for ladies. They come in little pretty colors and stuff like pink, purple, I think. I already said Crown Enterprises will be there. My daughter will be there. We've got, I don't know if you say Ebb Bling or EB Bling, but it's a local small company here that they do like earring backings for well, I guess guys could use them too possibly. I don't know what they all look like, but it's a way where, you know, the back won't pop off and you won't lose it. So they will be there.
That I got to see because I have no idea what that is.
It Works. Jen's Clips. It's one of the Leela Rose direct marketing businesses. They do a bunch of different clips for your hair. Just Jewelry will be there, and I think they have all types of jewelry. As far as prices, I think they probably start off around 15 to whatever. I'm not sure. Jamberry Nails, Life Enhancements. That's another like nutritional, like supplemental type deal, or face and skin, all that jazz, all rolled up into
As you can tell,
one.
he's not into the women thing. So.
I don't know what I would do with him. Oh man, our guest from a few weeks back, Melanie Smotherman and her husband Kent will be there for North Omaha NOCA, or North Omaha Chess Academy. They'll be there also with their other project, Splash Magazine, a magazine for children, written by children. Amanda Harian, photography will be there. We've got one of the other direct marketing businesses, Robin's Paint Away. So they do like, I used some a couple weeks ago, some of the little cream that you put on if you're sore or whatever, and it doesn't smell like icy hot. Right. It doesn't have that pepperminty smell. It actually smells really good. Sam's Club. We've got a Cincy rep or Cincy consultant. She will be there. Carrie Pruce, Splash Magazine, and then we have one other like health and beauty place, Singular. That's our good friend Jamie Blaska.
So how long is this for? 3 hours?
2 to 5. 2 to 5 you can come.
I would suggest getting there at 2. It might take you till 5 to get through everything.
You know, this is our biggest one, so I don't even know. We've never had one with, I think the most that I've had as far as vendors and organizations go, I think like 31 has been the highest amount.
So will there be food there to buy? Say if somebody wants, I know you have pops for sale sometimes. Will you be
No, so the deal with the Croc Center is they have their own catering on site. So, you know, they would prefer that you purchase through
That's
them.
what I was wondering. People could eat.
But there's like a guarantee that I would have to do, which I don't want to. It's like, I think $250. Like, that is the deal. You can, it's a
Will
guarantee.
they have food there?
No. We were gonna have Wayne's Mobile Kitchen come out. 402 Barbecue couldn't make it, and they would allow to do samples, but 402 couldn't be there. And Wayne's Kitchen, he was on vacation, so he was gonna. I don't know. I told him that, you know, we had a deadline for registration, so he wasn't gonna be able to meet that because I needed to make sure I got everything into the facility. The contract had been signed, but they needed the floor plan so they can get it rolled out to their team ahead of time. So there won't be any, sadly. I mean, there's Tastefully Simple, one of the
There'll
reps.
be samples of different things.
She'll have some samples of that stuff. I think she has some kind of like protein granola bars or something like that. So they will be there. There's just so many. Oh. A late entry. So Lisa from the Croc Center, when I went there to do a little walkthrough with her, she was saying that she wished she would have known ahead of time or earlier that the South Omaha marching band,
Right.
you know, I talked to you about
Right.
that. So they're trying to raise funds, so they will be there. They might give us a little display of what they can do. I'm not exactly sure. We haven't talked too much since it was so late notice, but they will be there. They need $28,000 to send their band to D.C.
By the way, Millard West just donated them $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Which is pretty cool that we're supporting. We need to do that more often. So that's a call out to all the other schools.
That is pretty cool.
Millard West is helping Omaha South. Other schools need to help out also because you said my friend Brad had something to do with getting them.
Yep. Lisa told me that Brad was the one who kind of submitted them to be judged ongoing or to see if they would qualify, and they qualified. So yeah, Brad. So Brad, can they borrow a couple bucks?
Brad's and yeah, I'm going to toot his horn a little bit here. Brad Ashford, been a friend of mine for over 20 years now. He's a congressman, which I'm going to be helping with his campaign again. So he's been doing a lot of good things for our community. You know, he got ConAgra, and he's doing stuff for the veterans here. And even though he's up in Washington, he comes back and he does a lot of different things supporting the community. For doing the stuff during the week up in Washington, he comes back and he just did something. This young kid from Westside just did something to support the police department in Ralston, and he was there to support them. So he's doing a lot of things for our community, and it's comes out of his own pocket. You know, that's just the way Brad is. Brad's not all about the money. Brad's true to his word. If he wasn't, I definitely wouldn't be a part of it. I just had outdoor set donated. They were giving it away. His family would, and I had him give it to Apostle Ward.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anybody who has anything that they want to get rid of, let me know because I will get it to the right people. Before you throw it away or give it to Goodwill, hook me up on Facebook, and I will make sure we give it to back to the community. Because there's other people that need things that can't afford it. it might be your junk, but to them it could mean a lot.
Yep.
You know, my brother had a little bike, little Spider-Man bike, fixed it up, and I gave that to Apostle Ward's grandson.
Nice.
So, you know, so if you guys have anything out there like that, you know, it might be old to you, but to a little kid, that Spider-Man bike was pretty awesome. You know, it was pretty cool, and it'd mean a lot to somebody who don't have a bike or who don't have, you know, I don't care what it is, you know, a basketball. You went out and get a new one, you know, so it might look kind of like crappy to you, but some kids might not have basketball.
Yep.
So, you know, you can always, I'll pick it up, you can bring it to me, bring it here on Monday nights, but we'll always make sure we get it to the right people, so.
Yep.
Furniture, you know, people are always looking for furniture. They can't afford furniture, so I won't come get that, but we'll make sure that it gets to the right spot, so. Okay, so next week we have John.
Well, before we let me get in my last few, so I don't get in trouble for leaving anybody out. We will have a unique consultant there. You know, unique. They do mascara, the long eyelashes, and all that jazz. They will be there. The place where I get all my T-shirts from, Austin Embroidery, they will be there. And then we've got a 31 consultant as well. 31 with the bags and all that stuff. The organizers and
No,
totes.
this is good you're promoting this because a lot of these places I haven't heard of.
Yeah.
You know, so that's good for them that you're doing something like this.
That's what it's all about, man.
Right.
Helping the people, and that's
I
the
believe
thing.
in small businesses too.
Yep. So, you know, we try to support them, and like I was saying in one of the videos that I made about like the music scene. I'm not saying don't go and support the big names, but you know, leave some room for the small local people too. I mean, you know, they could use your help more than those bigger names, and I almost guarantee that they will appreciate your business more than
Right.
those bigger, because they depend on your money to come through.
Well, the bigger companies, you get lost. I
Yeah,
mean,
you're just a number.
right.
So you're just some you know, you're on a graph somewhere, and that's all it is. But you know, some of these small businesses is putting food on the table. So I mean, yeah, I'm so glad that I get. People always thank me for all that I do, you know, but I'm thankful for being able to do it and help these people. So it's pretty great, and I've been noticing that things are starting to come my way. People are starting to come to me for stuff instead of me having to go out and, you know, like I've had you know, I always say whether it's a music show or an expo, I want there to be a certain level of atmosphere and, you know, professionalism where people know no matter what's going on, they know what to expect. But like, I've had a couple of people reach out to me helping them. The Down Under, we had a show there a few months back. They contacted me asking if we could fill a show date. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'd love to put another show together there. Some other another bar,
Coffee house.
the Coffee House. They actually want to. I'm not sure of the details yet, but they would like me to come and be a part of their promotional / marketing team. So that's something. And then there's I haven't talked to them directly, but one of the artists that I know, Pensive, he reached out to me Thursday night and talked to me about helping out. There's a burlesque act who they recently did a show, I think, at the Soho Lounge, if I'm not.
That I wouldn't doubt.
So they're looking for some places to get into, and you know, need help with like a professional like promo package to send to the venues to let them see what their act is about. So
You show me this promotional package for burlesque. I want to see how this turns out.
well, no, it's just photos and video from
I'm just
shows.
I'm just playing.
So, but yeah, I mean, people, it's kind of nice. You do, and you know, people always ask, you know, how much do you make or whatever? Does it pay the bills or whatever? It doesn't pay the bills, but that's not the goal of my business right now. My goal is to, what I always said when I started off was, I plan on doing a good job. If I do a good enough job, money will come. I'm not worried about chasing the money. if it was meant for me to get it, I will get it.
You know, that's the way it was when I started doing, doing basketball all those years ago. You know, my mom always like, why are you doing all this stuff for free? Why are you, I don't care about all this stuff, So now, look, now I end up being a director for Hoop It Up. So it's, now I can go and get paid for what I love to do, doing my daycare all those, the years that I did it in Bennington, and then it ends up getting me my job that I work at, that I've been at for almost 18 years now. So it doesn't matter, you do what you love and set your goals high, set your dreams, One thing I want to bring up, which I found very, very fascinating. My son, we were talking the other day, his little sister was down, and we were talking about the restaurants in town and how there came out a list of meats and stuff that have antibiotics and all these chemicals and stuff in the meats. And I didn't really, if stuff comes out on Facebook, you kind of read the headlines, you're like, boring, so you don't read it. But this was very fascinating to me, that there's a list that if you go on the meat that has these chemicals or these antibiotics in them, if you eat these, and I'm not going to name the names, I'll tell you the two best, but I won't name the ones that are really bad. You can find that on the list yourself. But your body builds up a tolerance by eating these foods that have these antibiotics in them. So if you get sick and you go to take antibiotics, the antibiotic will not work in your system because of all the different foods and chemicals that you've been putting in your body. And I think Danielle will appreciate this and probably have some input. I was just talking, I don't know if you saw the article about the restaurants in town that have different chemicals in their foods. My son was explaining it, which, if I don't get it in layman terms, I don't understand some things. I'll be first one to admit it. But these foods from different restaurants have these chemicals in them. They feed the animals, different things. So your body will build up a tolerance to antibiotics. So when you go take an antibiotic for if you're sick or whatever, it doesn't work.
Well, that's no good.
Yeah. So it was out on Facebook, but there's a list out there of the restaurants, and I said I won't name the bad ones, but the two best ones were Panera Bread and Chipotle. Those were the two best. I won't name, and they go by grades, A, B, C. I will not tell you who is S and literally nothing on the spectrum there. But you'll be surprised, because I'm sure people eat these places a lot.
All the time. Right.
So if you go and all of a sudden you get sick and you wonder why the antibiotics aren't working, go back to see what kind of foods you've been eating. I mean, I was fascinated by this. And I read the article, part of it. Like I said, it seemed kind of boring, so I didn't read the whole thing. But it makes sense. People always say, eat, when you eat your, what do they call it, cage-free or whatever, there are different things.
Free-range.
Free-range, yeah, it does make sense. What you put in your body is what's going to,
As I take a sip of soda.
Yeah. Oh, as he's drinking pop, right? I don't drink pop, so.
You know what? I used to not drink soda. Like, when I met my wife, she was like, you don't drink soda. I'm like, no, I don't.
See, I'll crave like a Pepsi, and like I have Pepsis like cans, because I get dinners from Apostle Ward every week, and so.
I still need one of those.
Oh my God, people! I'm telling you, I'm gonna post this up a little bit. This is the best thing.
Right now.
Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, Apostle Ward, for $5, $7, or $10, amount of food that you want. You can get, like last week, it was ham, potato salad, baked beans. She makes her own garlic bread, and it was pound cake and a drink, silverware, napkin, you name it, $5 delivered. delivered. I do this every single week. I got my coworkers doing this now. If you want $7, $10, now me, I get 2 $5 ones because then you're going to get twice. That's where the pop comes in. You also get your can of pop, choice of pop. I don't drink the pop, but when I crave, and it's probably just I'm craving the sugar. I'm not craving the pop in general, or caffeine or whatever. I always have like 3-4 cans of Pepsi in the refrigerator. But then I start drinking it, and it's so sweet. I can't
If
even
you haven't
drink.
drank it in a while, it's so strong. So you're like, oh.
Yeah, like a couple drinks and like I'm done. I mean, it's just like super sweet. But my favorite thing now is Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Worst thing they could have done was build a Dunkin' Donuts across the street from my apartment complex. So when I was laid up for my 6 weeks with my knee, I'm sitting there watching them build this place. And now I
had
go
some
in there,
yesterday.
Best thing ever.
So when I got back into town, my wife and girls picked us up, and they had some Dunkin' Donuts. Now, I don't drink coffee, but they had some donuts. So I had a donut this morning.
The pumpkin donuts are the best. And then I tell myself it's healthy because it's got the word pumpkin in it, even though it's still a donut, But hey, that's my downfall. Is I get up so early in the morning, I don't have time to sit there and make me a breakfast, at 5 o'clock in the morning. That you just drive through and get your iced coffee and but it's a good deal because. Yeah, I'm going to plug Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I need to have them as sponsors. I'm plugging you, but you get your Dunkin' Donuts card. Put your amount of money you want on your card. For being a Dunkin' Donuts member, you get a coffee, any size, for 99 cents, right?
That's a good deal then?
Because you go to Starbucks, they're like $4 or $5. Okay, so I get a nice coffee, which is like your huge cup, like you're drinking right there. I
didn't buy that, by the way.
I'll drink part of it, put the rest in the refrigerator, get up in the morning, get my dog all situated and everything, put it in the freezer, add my own little creamer. I got another coffee, that's 2 for the 1. But then you get your register receipt, you do this little 5-minute survey, put in your code, you get a free donut. So you're getting 2 coffees and a donut for 99 cents.
There you go.
Come on, where can you get
There you
that?
go. Mom saves money.
Hey, like I was saying, being a single mom, I was talking about buying Jordans and buying all that stuff, Yeah, I'm a cheapster, I'll admit it.
That's for 95.7.
Yeah, well, they're doing a radiothon this weekend, so.
That's awesome. I was going to say, can we have this on, but I guess we still could have it on Sunday.
Well, he said he's going to do a 3-day radiothon.
No, I just meant the flyer.
Oh, yeah.
But,
That's going to be over with. Oh, that's next week.
Oh, I was like,
Yeah, no, we're going to have a booth. I'll have all this stuff at our booth. I'll have flyers and the banner set up and everything for 95.7 The Boss.
The Boss.
The Boss.
Speaking of that, you can also hear the Small Guy Promotion Small Business Expo on 95.7 The Boss.
By the way, you have to talk to William, but our show that I didn't think was taped last week, it's on a different show now. He has a different way. So we'll put that information on our website once we...
Is that why it looks
Facebook
different?
page, yeah, he updated. So William's getting fancy. He's updating everything.
I think I saw it today when I went to the...
So there's 2 different ways to get our show now, or one way, but we'll explain it on our Facebook page because I'll have to let William explain it to him because I'm computer illiterate. So what else you got going on? So who do we have next week?
Yeah,
John's coming back?
Yeah, we're right there.
John's coming back?
Supposedly. He said that on Thursday.
Now we're having John back because his show...
John Hobbs.
Because his show did not tape. So we're having him back on. Is he bringing his brother and his dad? Or
I don't know. Oh, no.
John is a veteran.
Sorry.
And he has a great story. So you won't be listening to us the whole time, but thank God, huh? But he's got a great story about being in the service and the way God has been a huge part in his life, and just all around general awesome guy. He talked about bringing his dad and his brother, so hopefully he does. But we invite him back. Number 1, it didn't tape, but number 2, it's just because we can just keep going on and on.
I think he was invited back before we even knew it didn't tape.
Right. because he's the kind of guy you can bring on 2-3 different shows, and it's still going to be a great show. He's always going to have something new to say and positive, you know. The end of this month has been Suicide Awareness Month. Been a rough year for me for some crazy reason about my son. Like I said, probably going to and from Lincoln, all I have, and all these different things. But I'm going to be on Willie's show, Real Talk, next.
I thought that was today.
That's tonight after this show. I'm going to be on talking about suicide on his show. So, okay, so that's what I got going on. Then I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks to visit family, do the family thing.
I might
excited.
go to Vegas this year.
I'm not going to Vegas for Vegas, though.
Well,
I mean, I'm going to Vegas to see family, classmates, basketball, football. I mean, I end up knowing a lot of people there, so I'm going to keep busy.
well, I'm not going. I mean, if I do get selected, I'm not going to Vegas to go to Vegas. I mean, I'm going because my company is paying for it, my full-time company, if I'm selected. So today I found out I got nominated for like one of the biggest awards that we have in our business unit.
Of course you did.
Of course. What do you mean? I've been there almost 8 years. This is the first time I've ever got nominated, so I was super excited. I don't even. You know what? The funny thing is though. So like you get all these perks if you win, like going to Vegas and being with all the like top people in the company and whatnot, and you get I think monthly gifts delivered to your desk. You
Really?
get stuff like Omaha steaks and stuff, and I think there's a gift card with a decent amount of money involved on it, as well as the trip. That's all great, and it would be really good to win. But just the fact that I got nominated is...
See, now, this is what people say in the award show,
No.
but you know dang straight.
No, it would be really good to get that. But no, seriously, I mean...
I could see how you would feel that way, though.
Yeah, just
a lot of people don't.
Yeah, the nomination in itself is... And it's so funny because my manager was she's so involved and she's so attached and close to it that I saw an email pop up, and her and my assistant manager are the ones who nominated me. So I saw it pop up, and I go over to like say, what? Thank you. And she just, like, before I even really said anything, she just bust out crying because she's so excited and thinks that it's so well deserved.
Right, and it also looks good on them because they put their faith and trust in you also, and it makes them look good.
Well, yeah, this was a good
Now,
quarter.
if you win it, do they get to go to Vegas?
No, you have to be nominated. I mean, unless you're part of the.
But you still will be going to Vegas for Vegas, though, because you'll be staying at a hotel.
That's
Still be
not-
going to the casino.
No, I'm a compulsive gambler. I can't go to the casino.
But that's where you'll be staying at.
I don't know where we'll be staying at, but I won't be going in the casino, and I will be there for the award ceremony. That's why I will be there, and to have some time with my wife. We're coming up on 10 years anniversary next month, so.
Ooh, that's a long time for nowadays.
Yeah, 10 years. 10 years.
Okay, so we got John. I'm going to eventually, next month, I'm going to be bringing on a friend of mine. She went through in vitro to have a child, and she has a good story. She can, put out some of the myths that are out there about in vitro also. So I'm going to talk about, try to bring some positivity, like our show's about, turn the negative into a positive. So, but I just want to say you're doing good things, partner, here with your expo. Come see us this Sunday from 2 to 5.
2 to
Croc
5
Center.
p.m. Croc Center, 2825 Y Street.
I expect to see you out there. People support our show. Come on out there.
Small
And then
Guy
you'll see what the
Promotions.
expo's about, and the next time around, you can be a part of the expo.
I'm telling you, I feel like before you know it was going to start filling up. I never did I
turn
think.
people away.
Yeah, I had to turn some people away this time. Just so
Procrastinators.
well, some people just didn't know about it or whatever, but there were some procrastinators. But I need people to understand that, yes, I want to help you. Yes, I do. but I will still stick to my guideline and my timelines for these events. Like, if you are interested, you need to get in. Like, I am Small Guy Promotions. I don't have any assistant or anything like that to help me. I do everything myself, so that I have it set up in a way where I can get everything done and cover with the facility or the venue. You know, they need their floor plans 2 weeks in advance in some cases, so
Right.
I need to get that stuff into them. So I can't go off of your promise. I don't know if whether I know you or not. I can't go off of your promise
No,
because
Well, like I always say, you know, like when I do Hoop It Up, it's my business.
business.
You know, I might have been your coach, I might have been your whatever, but when it comes to the event, it's my business. It's a whole different thing. So that's
yeah.
the way you got to think too. So anyway, 2 to 5,
2 to
Clark
5.
Center on Sunday. Next week,
I see Willie over there. Black Man United will be there.
so
Willie Hamilton will be there. Come see
we
Willie.
have Willie coming up, and I'm just going to switch chairs here for a couple minutes.
All right. Yeah, there we
So
go.
we will see you next week
Next
with
week,
John.
6
John Hobbs.
p.m. John Hobbs. I just sent him a text. I told him since I announced it, it's
He's gotta
the
be-
contract is signed and written or signed in blood.
Got to be here. So
blood in, blood out, bound by honor. See y'all next week.
You got a receipt, man? All right. Just, all right, stop, just stop recording. Stop recording, dude? Yeah.